Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our FTV English version. Viewers, Clare Sabaud Topino was walking through the streets of Brooklyn, New York, wondering if that night was going to change her life forever. That evening, Persian Clara felt like she had stepped into the New York City based movies she had grown up with. Tree lined streets, rows of townhouses, fall leaves under her feet, jack o' lanterns grinning at her from stoeps. I remember walking in the streets of New York and being like, and this party could be everything. Maybe it can be a pivot because I felt so bad in my life. Clare felt seen and travel. I remember being like, yeah, I remember being like, maybe it's a moment. You are a movie and something's going to happen and everything makes sense. And that's why it was bad before. I have got a very, very vivid memory of that. It was Halloween 2019. Clare, then in her mid 20s, had traveled to the US from her home in France on whim. She wanted to be entrepreneur. Her dream was to live in New York City, but she did not have a visa, did not have an apartment, and did not have the means to make any of that a reality. Unfortunately, the trip to New York had made her ambitions seem further away rather than closer. I was seeing my American dream really fading away, she says. Plus, that old adage that wherever you go, there you are had never felt more real to Clare. She had to admit to herself that running away to the US was also an attempt to run away from unhappiness back home, and it was not really working. She had just gone through a breakup. She explains, I was really at this moment of collapsing. I actually cried a lot. She debated cutting her losses and returning to Paris, but a New York based friend persuaded Clare to stay in the city a little longer. Clare had made this friend, who was an entrepreneur, on vacation in Costa Rica. The friend understood the frustration and ups and downs of building a business and figured that Clare needed to let off some steam to have some fun. Then this exclusive report, FTV English Delhi Bharat.